welcome back to my kitchen. So today I will be teaching you guys how to make one of my ultimate favorite pies. We will be making key lime pie. So I'm excited to teach you guys this recipe, so let's get started. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off with our crust. So I'm doing a sherry twist, of course. So I'm doing a cool cookie, a Biscoff cookie. So what I'm going to do is just add this whole pack of cookies into my food processor. So I chose these cookies because I really like the taste and I feel like it'll really give it a really rich flavor. But if you don't have a food processor, you can always just go old school, put them in a Ziploc bag, put them on the counter and just roll them until the cookies are crunched down. And once you do that, you're gonna mix everything up in a bowl. So we're gonna start blitzing these. Okay. So now the food processor has pretty much grinded our cookies up. So this is about the consistency that you want your cookie to be. Just very fine. So what we're doing is breaking our cookie down so we can build it back up. So now I'm going to add some sugar, and I'm just adding 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I'm also going to add 6 tablespoons of melted butter. I do have unsalted butter. And now we're going to blitz one more time. So it should be really quick. All you're doing is really working that butter and sugar into your cookie. And now we're going to build our pie crust. So I have a 9.5-inch pie pan here. It's not greased or anything like that. You have enough butter in your crust that will make sure that your crust doesn't stick to your pan. So now we're going to scrape our cookie mixture straight into our pie pan here. It smells so good, y'all. Now we're going to create our crust. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to trade out and use one of my measuring cups just to build this crust up. So you want to make sure that you press down really good to make the butter and sugar mend back together pretty much. And as I'm doing it, I'm actually patting the edges as well. And you're just pressing and pushing, pressing and pushing. So when I was little and we would make like graham cracker crust, it was not this much detail into it. I don't think that we had edges and levels of crust. It just was in there and we ate it and it was happy. So, you know, when you're making your crust, do it how you think your family will want it or how detailed you want it. The only thing you want to just make sure is that the crust itself is pressed down. Okay. So what I'm about to do now is I'm about to take my ultimate crust and I'm about to drop it in the oven at 350. So I'm baking it at 350 for about 10 minutes or so. Okay? So I'll be back in 10 minutes. So now we're moving on to our key lime pie filling, which is going to be very quick and easy. But I wanted to do a little bit of sherry fun facts. So this little baby here is a key lime. And this baby here is a regular lime. So the flavors are totally different. Not totally different, but a little different. This one is gonna be a little bit more milder and more floral. And then this one is gonna be very tangy. So what I did is I mixed the two. If you wanna just go straight key lime, feel free to go straight key lime, but know that it'll take about 24 of these to make 1 key lime pie. So we were not about to do that. So we mixed the two worlds, and we have the ultimate cherry key lime. So for our filling, we are using 3 egg yolks. And then you're going to need 21 ounces of condensed milk. So your condensed milk is acting as your sugar and it's acting as your thickener. So what we're going to do now is we're also going to add 1/4 cup of sour cream. The sour cream is actually going to soften up the tartness of your pie, and then it's also going to give your pie a very fluffy and luscious taste. So now we're going to mix. We're going to start off on low. And you can use if you want to use a hand mixer, if you want to use a fork, whatever you choose to do. Don't do that. Now that your mixture is mixed up, we still have a couple more items that we're going to add. So we are adding some lemon zest. And this is going to be about 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. Then to that, we're going...
It's lime zest.
Oh! We're going to add some lime zest. Then to that, we're going to add lime juice. So we added 3/4 cups of lime juice. Now we're going to mix. Your mixture is complete. I would like you guys to see the lovely lime zest inside of your mixture. It's nice and creamy and fluffy. And once you put it in the oven, it's going to settle and be amazing. So our crust has cooled for about 5 minutes. You don't want your crust to come to a complete cool. You just want it to cool down just a little bit. And now we're going to add our filling. And it looks so rich and delicate. And you want to get all that filling in there. And the ingredients smell like they love each other. So now you just want to make everything kind of go down. And I'm going to hit this on the counter just a little bit, just to make sure everything settles. Now you're going to pop your lovely pie into the oven at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay guys, so our pie is done! Yay! So I wanted to tell you guys just a couple things that happened in between the time. So once our pie came out of the oven, I put it on the counter for about an hour just to rest. After it cools down and rests for about an hour, then you're going to pop it into the refrigerator to settle and really firm it up for about 3 to 5 hours. The longer that you let your pie set, the more firm it will be and more easier to cut. So make sure you leave it in the refrigerator for as long as you can, and it is going to be awesome. So I'm about to dive into our pie. So I garnished our pie with a couple things. I just did a little bit of lemon zest, and then I also did some sliced limes on here. You can hear the crust very well. So I'm about to use our lovely whipped cream that we made earlier to top our pie. Just a little bit of dollop of that in there. And then I'm gonna dive right in. So good. So I hope you guys try this recipe. I want to tell you guys thank you for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Bye. So the flavor profiles, woo, that got a little tongue tied.